Hi, I'm Mark,
And I'm Carissa.
and we're
Sit
set
on
on
Sainthood.
Sainthood. Thank you again for joining us today. We're headed to San Giovanni Rotondo to see one of the most beloved saints of the last century, Padre Pio. And it was a very rainy day when we arrived. We got absolutely soaked. There was a mass going on as we arrived, so we kind of had all of Padre Pio and his home that he lived in to ourselves.
As you can see, Padre Pio is incorrupt. This is a miracle that means that a saint's body doesn't decay. It's a gift from God. It doesn't happen to everybody, but Padre Pio was so peaceful looking. He looked like he was still there.
It also has a connected museum. I believe the Abbey monks they got moved somewhere else just to make way for this rather large museum on the life of Padre Pio.
Padre Pio was a well-known confessor, so that was his confessional. He spent hours upon hours in the confessional, often reading people's souls and telling them sins that they themselves forgot.
And here we have many of his relics from his life. There are three classes of relics. A first class relic would be a part of his actual body. Second class would be something that he owned. And third class is anything that touched a first or second class relic.
Here you can see thousands of letters that Padre Pio received over his lifetime. And even still today, you can go and write a letter to the Capuchins and they will respond to your questions and your spiritual assistance.
Sometimes we all just need a little help, and it's good to have someone that you can turn to. Finally here, Padre Pio had a life of great pain and suffering. He tried to actually leave, or somebody tried to have him leave, San Giovanni Rotondo up in the mountains. But every time he left, he got sick. And you can actually see his cell here, where the Capuchins live. They call them cells. It actually had his oxygen tank in it as well. He would actually receive frequent attacks from spiritual forces that would beat and batter him pretty much every single night. But God allowed it for the conversion of sinners and for reparation for sins as well, which is pretty amazing. And they have kept many of his personal effects and things just as they were when he passed away, which is pretty amazing. That includes things like his bandages for his stigmata, which are the wounds of Christ that miraculously appear on saints such as Saint Francis of Assisi. And here we actually see all of the books compiled for his canonization process, and they have to look through everything, his letters, his life, his interactions with other people, in order to determine if he was of sound faith and doctrine. And also they review many of the miracles, and they had a lot to go through for Padre Pio that are related to his intercession.
Because he's such a modern saint, we do have a lot of information about him, so you can read more from him and learn about this amazing saint.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you have an absolutely blessed day and enjoy your next adventure.